You're now listening to the Palmetto Dugout Show, hosted by State Director Sammy Esposito, Associate Scouts Drew Stewart and Sean Smith, that discuss all things related to amateur baseball in South Carolina. Here are your hosts.
Welcome into episode 95 of the Palmetto Dugout Show. Austin at the buzzer. What's going on, boys?
Coach Austin with the field goal at the buzzer to come on in right here.
I think the other team had 3 timeouts left. They were trying to ice me. My camera was I don't know, didn't want me to join. So here we are.
He was warming up his Galatas.
I had to get ready, get it ready, get that deep sound coming out. You know, get ready.
Hey, tell me, y'all had a good work day. What was that? Yesterday? 2 days ago? Y'all got to hang out.
I spent a lot of quality time with Austin.
What a Chipotle! They dropped about $18. Got to get the new brisket bowl.
How's the new brisket bowl?
It was it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. It was good though. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't that good. Wasn't shipyard brisket good?
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is it shipyard brisket good?
Wasn't even Bucky's brisket good?
Oh, anything's better than that brisket extra large sandwich.
That's not true.
Is it as good as Austin? What's that stop on 26? We hit up something Dan's. What is it?
Bill and Fran's.
Bill and Fran's. Dan's Fran's. You know what I mean? It's all together.
Yeah, Bill and Fran's.
Bill and Fran's. That's it. Up there in Newberry.
Yeah, in the old Waffle House.
Yeah, it's an old Waffle House.
Standing room only gets you a piece of pie though.
Ooh, Coach, get that special, that lunch special. Get you a free piece of pie with it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to hit that up again next summer.
Mm-hmm. Next time we'll make the trip back to the Berry.
To the Berry. We also got another special guest right here. My daughter's hanging out. She's hiding, but she's hanging out next to me here. She wants to be on, but she keeps hiding every time she tries to. She needs to be in bed, but it ain't happening.
It's not gonna happen.
A little early.
Hi, YouTube.
Oh, baby. Hey, we've taken a 2-week hiatus here. Thoughts and prayers still go out to all those affected by the hurricane. We're finally back after a loss of power, a loss of Wi-Fi, a loss of car, a loss of trees. Here we are. But we got big news here, Coach. Brand new logo. We're going to throw it up on the screen. How about this new logo for the Dugout Show?
Coach, it's been some time in the making, but the powers to be finally came out with a nice looking logo for us. So came out through the little palmetto tree in there to help us out with the Dugout Show logo. So big shout out to the crew.
Austin, a person we were sitting with on Monday thought that the green looked a little not like a palmetto tree.
It looks something else, some other kind of greenery. But,
that represents the Etsy staff very well.
Who were the powers that be that designed that?
It's our branding staff.
Oh, okay. So this
Not
wasn't
me.
like I thought Drew made it.
No. Drew's out on
I'd have to be not on palmetto trees to make that.
He's on some other palmetto trees.
I thought maybe you did a little Canva there and just
No, that's beyond Canva's reach.
He did something else with some C.
A couple hours.
A couple hours. Woo!
Social media.
Go ahead, Austin. Coming this Sunday, the big event, the fall top prospect games, Coach.
Coach, big one. Heading up to you guys' neck of the woods up there. As some people on this show like to call Gab's country, but heading up there to old Clemson, coming back up to Clemson University. So heading up there to Doug Kingsmore. We'll get to wait till they're done with. Can't call it practice up there around these parts. We've got to call it training. Get done when they're done with training on the field, and we'll get this thing cranked up. We're going to get warmed up on the backfield. We'll check in at noon, and have a nice workout start at 1 o'clock and get 2 games in there. So we got a very, very talented roster. We that hurricane, the second hurricane that wreaked havoc down there in Florida, kind of put a little bit of a damper to our roster on the back end with a change of a big tournament that happens down there that we lost 4 or 5 guys to that wound up going with their travel team, which I get. I understand that one. They've had prior engagements with the tournament down there. So, but we still got an extremely talented roster coming that we'll get into here in a little bit, but coming up there to Clemson and come up there to whip up on the great state of Georgia.
Go SC.
Little SC. You know, we'll show them what it's all about.
But revealing it here, kids. You talk about the high talent roster here. Most exciting players to watch for the fall top prospect games.
Austin got thrown a curveball right here. He's like, "Who am I going to talk about?" Austin, real quick, we'll let you go last.
If I get a roster, that'd be cool.
Coach, if you go to the website, as you always talk about this subscription, if you go to the website, the roster is listed under the event page.
Now
He's got to have a subscription.
I don't have a subscription, so
you know what? I'll throw this thing off first. And we got a talented group coming in, but I'm gonna talk about one that we have seen play a game. We haven't had a chance to see in an event. And there's a youngster, 2027, Griffin McCain, outfielder, left-handed pitcher from Legion Collegiate. So he was we had a chance. He was going to come to the Super Sophomore this summer, but he was battling to make the Team USA roster. So he wound up not making the coming to the Super Sophomore, which rightfully so. I get he's trying to make battle for the American flag across his chest there, play for Team USA. But we're going to get a chance to watch him this Sunday work out, be a two-way outfielder, and also pitch an inning on the mound up there at Clemson. So I'm real excited to watch him do both up there. Like I said, we've seen him play down there at the Shipyard Showdown for tournament play, but we'll get a chance to watch him in a workout and then do that. So I'm fired up to watch old Griffin get out there and show what he's got to offer for us.
Oh, it's my turn. Yeah. Kate, you already knew who this was going to be.
Yeah, this is an easy one. While you're talking, I'm gonna send Austin a picture so he can look at the roster real quick.
I sent him a message on StreamYard. I wish he'd look. I think that's the top one we should talk about there. So I'm going to stick with this one. Before I reveal it, Coach, we'll just say this simple fact: he dominated Team California. I think he's going to dominate Team Georgia. He's returning home. Landon Fowler, most exciting player to watch for the all top prospect games here. No shocker. Go Patriots, go Fowler. I think he's going to have a big day. Soon to be home turf. We'll see where the fastball is, as well as the secondary stuff. But kid's got a bright future. Excited to see what he does against Georgia's brightest stars.
I mean, big shock you had to go Landon Fowler. You had to take your cousin from your home high school.
That's exactly right.
Big shock on that one.
Austin's having a conversation.
Well, we're discussing logistics for a dog toy right now. I wish you hadn't sprung this on me at the very last, because right now I got about 5 that I'm torn on, and I know you're not going to get the time. I only get one.
Only one.
But you know where I'm going. Team 1, Mr. Hooks. Sammy, we love. I know you probably could have guessed that. I hope that's not who Drew just picked, because I didn't listen to a word he said. I hope that's not who he picked. I don't remember. I think he picked his relative Landon Fowler, but I'm not sure. I'm going Connor Hooks, man. Between seeing him in some Shipyard tournaments, probably for the last 2, if not 3 summers. I mean, I think I've seen him in game action probably 40 at bats now, and I think he's got a hit in like 36 of them. So the man, all man does is hit. So I'm interested to see him, especially now that I see some of these arms. That's going to be, well, I guess he's not going to be hitting against our arms, but if Georgia runs out arms of the quality of what I see on our list right here, then getting to see him go up against those guys should be a lot of fun. But because my man, that's just what he does. He just hits. So
Hitters hit.
that's I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I know you said we lost a couple guys for tournament down in Florida, but it's a couple good rosters right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna throw this one out there. We got guys that have been former future gamers, former super sophomores, former junior future gamers. I mean, we got this is kind of like a future gamer, junior future gamer roster rolled into one right here. And with, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there with some future gamers that I'm gonna go ahead and say that are going to be on this one. So it's excited to see some of these guys coming on here. So we got some committed kids, we got obviously some uncommitted kids. So it's going to be a super talented roster. And there's a couple youngsters that we're going to get a chance to see for the first time that we haven't seen, that we've heard nothing but great things on. So fired up to watch these guys play. And kind of the end of the fall, where these guys end of the summer fall, where they're going to be able to get a shutdown after this. But again, it's hopefully a good roster and a good setting, and the weather looks like it's gorgeous, and we're going to have a ball out there. And let's be honest,
substantially warmer than last time.
Yes, and along with second to none social media content that's going to be flowing nonstop, not just a still photo out there. So we'll have a big old time.
Weather's always gorgeous in God's country.
That's a question.
Over under 94.5. Best bolt off the mound.
I thought you were about to go tweets.
Over under.
Over under on tweets. I'm going to go over on that. Over under on the bolt. If you'd have asked me this earlier today, I would have definitely said over. I'm still going over. I'm going over.
Hey, if we got my gun back there, it's over 100.
Well, I think we need to get rid of that and start from scratch with you somehow. Maybe a GoFundMe for a new gun for Coach Drew.
No, they're going to want me to use that gun.
I know. I'm going over on that one. What do you guys got?
I think I'm going to go over too. I think the weather is gonna keep. I don't think it's going to be cold to a point where it's going to hurt any of these velocities. And I think some of these guys, especially looking at some of these arms we got going 1 and 2 innings, I think there's going to be a couple guys cut something loose right here.
I mean, I'm going a 5 for sure. I think we might get a 6.
I think we get. That's where I'm at. I think we get a 6, and I think we might even have to ask Blake if we can round one up to a 7 if we have to.
Well, the question is, will Blake be tagging the wrong guy though in the track?
Is Blake going to be there? That's the first question.
That's a great question.
Smith.
Blake's also supposed to be getting back to me on something else on Saturday that he hasn't gotten back to me on yet. So
he's on that Palmetto tree.
Blake might need the same type of persuasion that I needed. I think if we don't get canes for our meal on Sunday, I don't know if I can come.
Well, I can promise you, Coach. Yeah, Coach is not going on campus to get canes.
Well, we're going to be on campus. We stopped and went inside and ate in the dining hall. I mean, we checked out a calculator when we were in there last time.
Yeah, we hung out with the students last time we were up there. We went to the dining hall. We pulled out a meal plan real quick.
I scanned my driver's license like I was getting a meal plan. With four-piece tenders with some cane sauce.
Borowski stole my credit card, so I had to pull out my ID. See if I can get a meal plan real quick.
Borowski stealing anything? Oh, wow, that's shocking. Coach, we move on from the fall top prospect games to the next weekend at Winthrop, the senior games.
The Throp, baby. We're rolling the Thrilled. So, hey, put this one on there and talk to some college coaches. That we get this one all the time. We get emails. Hey, who's coming? Who's coming? Who's coming? And we're going to send out an email to everybody else, but talk to some college coaches, some junior college schools. You know, they're already telling me they're coming. They're looking at the roster, so coming in. So we're fired up for that one. Kind of a big event to kind of end the fall for those guys. I know a lot of those seniors have been flying off the board here of late, but guys that are uncommitted, to give them an excellent opportunity to go play one more time in front of not only Winthrop but some other schools that'll be in attendance that day. Get them an opportunity to get their numbers, get gameplay, get all that good stuff, and play against a talented roster that's going to be out there. So it'll be a fun day, and hopefully we get some great weather like we're going to get this weekend, and finish off the fall on a high note for those guys. But a good talented roster on that one. At the Throp, they got some big come up there and check out what they got going on there. Break that turf in, get that. We can't use their track, man, because they don't speak to each other. But you can see some of the new improvements they got going on up there, and get a chance to play in front of that new staff along with those other college coaches that'll be there.
Can't wait for that one either.
Sunday to Sunday.
Coach, I don't have anything else related to baseball. Do you have anything here? Missing something?
Baseball.
Yeah. Anything?
No, I don't think so. We're gonna have we'll have a lot more next week when we
Break down.
Now that I've seen the roster, and I feel like I'm waiting on you to send me like a Venmo request for a subscription for me to continue looking at this roster that you sent me in this picture. But I'm excited. It'll be some good ball Sunday. Maybe some good ball Saturday too. Just not you have to go find somewhere else to get it.
You can just show up early to go watch Clemson's training.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I need to go watch Clemson in Virginia. I'm going to pass on that. Drewski will be there, though.
I will not be watching it live in the stadium. I'll be on the TV in the parking lot.
Drew did send me a text regarding that game. He said, good news.
Did he invite you to tailgate?
No, he didn't. No, I didn't get an invite.
Yeah.
He just
that makes two of us.
Yeah, he just told me good news that the game's at noon, so he'll be fine for Sunday. Is all he told me.
That is positive. We'll get.
And I'm thinking to myself, we don't have to be there till noon on Sunday, but that's
so. Yeah, that's even more great. So that's to be determined. Anyway, as we move forward here, the baseball side is over. How about? No, I messed up, guys.
You messed up because I went 8-2. I didn't go 7-3. You can fix that.
Oh, are you sure?
I'm pretty sure I went 8-2.
Hold on now.
Maybe I'm 7-3. Me and Sammy are tied though.
You went 7-3. So let me handle this. I got the math. Week 7 picks are finalized. Sammy goes 3-7. Austin goes 7-3. I go 5-5. So if you see across the ticker on the bottom, Sammy and Austin are now tied for first place at 40-37. Here I am 5 games back. Never know what could happen here. With that being said, Prep Baseball South Carolina's number 2 fan behind Omar is the guest picker this week. He could not make the show due to some hurricane difficulties in Florida. Corey Welch is our guest picker. And
Kentucky, that's what I missed. I didn't realize I missed Kentucky.
I will reveal his picks first. Sammy, you'll go second. I'll go third. Austin, you'll go last. Last always gets you in trouble. We'll start with the straight up games. The Gamecocks, after a heartbreaker, travel to Boomer Sooner. Straight up game. Welch is rolling with Boomer Sooner.
Yeah, this is tough. Oh, this might be a 14-12 game. 2 barn burners of an offense going at it here. On the road, I'm going to go, you know what? Boomer can't do anything. Give me the chickens. Venables is going to be out. He's going to be back coaching Clemson here in no time at all.
He's going to be out, but however, he has had a ton of success against the Gamecocks. Give me Boomer Sooner. Doesn't matter. Gamecocks don't score over 10 points. Take the under on the team total for the Cocks. Give me Boomer Sooner. 12-10.
I think I'm gonna have to go. I think I'm gonna have to go with Sammy there because I think this is gonna look a lot like when South Carolina went to Kentucky. That the Carolina defense and that Oklahoma offense has gotten worse. I mean, every time I turn the TV on, I'm like, yeah, they're gonna be better this week. No, they're not. They're gonna get worse, and I think it's going to look a lot like that. I do think the Carolina defense can hold them probably under 14 points, and I don't know. I think, but
They will,
I mean,
12-10.
also would be a really good time for South Carolina to come out and just completely fall flat on their face again and lose by 35. But I don't. I think the Gamecocks win this one. I'm thinking
That's
like
a big
21-13, something like that, because I don't think they're going to kick any field goals because, well, that's a sensitive subject.
They're going to be within 20.
Right. Yeah. If we go that close, we might as well go for it.
That's a big over-under.
I think Sean Smith went down there and did kicker tryouts. I'm not sure if he made it, but
Oh shit!
Supposedly Sean's got a year of eligibility left.
Okay, boys.
Yeah, keep moving. Give him the chickens.
Here we go. Bama travels to Tennessee. Rocky Top. Welch is rolling with the Tide.
Balls.
Coach, I think both programs are not in a good spot right now. Tennessee can't find it on offense. Bama can't find it on defense. Someone figures it out. I picked the Bulls to win the SEC championship. I'm going to stick with them now to beat the Tide, and the Tide keep tumbling.
Man, I feel like I flip a coin on this one. I'm gonna go with Alabama. I think the Tide. I think they get. I think Alabama has the better quarterback. So.
Do they really? Can he throw it?
Yeah. Well, he can at least run it. The other guy can't do either one. I am Molly Ava.
I'm a leaver. He's a leaver.
Yeah. He's gonna be leaving, transferring to South Florida.
University of South Florida.
We keep going here. Staying in the SEC, the big one. Georgia travels to Texas. A big one. We know who Welch is going with. His exact text here that he sent. # dogs on top. That's what I'll leave it to you.
There's two people on here that are, well, one's not on here, but one's making a pick. But there's two people here that are going to pick with their heart. Usually it's Drew on here that makes this pick, but Texas is the best team. Let's take that away. Yes, that's right, Drew. That Texas is number one. That's exactly right. And they are by far the best team in college football of a bunch of average teams. And horns up, baby.
Coach,
horns up. They win by a lot.
That said, there's no good teams. There's one good team. I picked them to win the national championship at the beginning of the year, and I'm sticking with them now. Horns up by 11.
I'm going with the dogs.
The two dog fans take the dogs.
Yeah.
You can tell by my amount of analysis that I'm giving how confident I am in that. But yeah, I'm just gonna go with the dogs.
Good pick.
I thought after the near comeback heartbreak of the Alabama game, I thought it was time for the dogs to get hot and start rolling, and the performance against Auburn and Mississippi State made me feel everything but rolling. So, yeah, I don't know. I think they, as long as Carson Beck remembers that his team will be wearing the white jerseys and throws it to the guys in the white jerseys, I think that it'll stay a close game. So, I think the dogs can win that one.
we'll move to the ACC. Miami travels to Louisville.
Ugh.
Mr. Welch is rolling with the Cards in an upset.
Do we have to go to this league?
Hey, I will say this. Mr. Welch picked 6 of the 10 games he took the underdog.
Does he got money on these? I mean, this is you.
I went back and forth on this one. I just don't think the Cards are good enough. I don't think the Canes are very good on defense either. They've escaped with 2 BS wins. However, give me the U.
What day of the week are they playing this game on? Is this a Saturday? This is Saturday.
Feels like a Thursday night game.
It feels like one of them random Friday night games, and Miami's going to be down like 28 and then win it by some prayer somewhere. But
CW game?
I guess since they didn't get the Region 2 5A time slot on Friday night, I guess I'm going to go Miami. I think they're fine on Saturdays. They usually save their shenanigans for midweek games.
They got the midweek pitcher going.
Yeah, got the Tuesday night guy. when they go whole staffing it. Good luck, boys.
Try to outsmart somebody.
Our last straight up game, Michigan travels to Illinois. Welch takes Michigan.
Who's the favorite in this one?
I think it is Michigan.
Doesn't matter.
I'm going with Illinois. Find the line. I didn't even realize they're ranked ahead of Michigan.
They are.
So it's at Illinois. So I'm going with Illinois.
Never pick a team. Brett Bielema coaches. Give me the Wolverines.
I think I'm going to go Illinois too. I just don't like Michigan's ability to complete forward passes. And since the turn of the century, the forward pass has really, really taken off in importance. I don't like it. I never thought I would be picking against the defending champs and picking Illinois to be the team to pick against them with, but I just did. So there you go. Give me Illinois.
We move to the spread games. Virginia travels to Clemson on the eve before the fall top prospect games. Clemson 20.5-point favorites. Welch is rolling with the Tigers to cover.
Tigers. Another barn burner of a conference game for the Tigers.
I think it's close for a quarter and a half. Tigers pull away and by 39.
Pulled that one out of a hat.
How was it close? Like for the first possession?
It's 10-10. The Tigers just going to run.
It's 49-10. Wow. I don't know how they're going to get to 49 from 10, but good for them.
I mean, jeez.
Man, I feel like I'm the odd man out if I pick Virginia, but I also feel like Dabo's going to try to be nice to his boy. You don't want to get him fired. If he beats him by 39, he might get fired.
They're 5 and 4.
Or maybe he tries to blow him out and get him fired, and then he can hire him back.
So which way are you going?
I'm going Clemson. Virginia's terrible. I'm not picking Virginia. If this was a baseball series and we were picking best 2 out of 3, maybe, but no. Football, no.
It's okay.
Can't do it.
Cool. We'll stick in the ACC 1.5 here. Notre Dame travels to Atlanta to take on Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech 8.5-point underdogs. Welch is rolling with the Yellow Jackets to cover.
I have no idea. This is some bad games. Corey Welch just sent us a message. Y'all podcast and I'm freezing. Looks like he's watching some high level baseball. Let's go. I'm gonna go to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Every time I think Notre Dame's gonna be pretty good, they lay an egg. So this is that time. Here we go. Yellow Jackets. I'm not saying they win the game, but they'll cover.
Jesus. Austin's going to have to save the graphic. Give me the Yellow Jackets cover.
I think I'm going Notre Dame. I think they're getting hot. I don't like the fact that Georgia Tech had to have a last-second touchdown to beat North Carolina. North Carolina's probably in the top 10 worst teams in the country right now. So
Yeah, but that's like everybody's beating North Carolina by that, except for James Madison.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to. I'm going Notre Dame. I think they got the fluke loss out of the way early, and
It's a big fluker.
it was a fluke loss. I mean, if they played Northern Illinois 10 times this year, they would not lose to them again.
Hey, you know who did beat Northern Illinois?
Buffalo.
The Wolfies, boy. You know the only
Wolfies can't beat anybody else, so they can beat Northern Illinois.
You know,
Football in the state of North Carolina right now is not in a good place.
it's not. It's just a basketball state. You know what I mean? We're just
It's
getting ready for
basketball, baseball state.
it's a winter spring game type of thing. You know what I mean? We're not here for the fall. We're not here for the fall. By the way, did you see? Speaking of basketball, have you seen Duke's recruiting class of basketball?
It's incredible.
It's like every player they got is like 5-star players. It's impressive. Now, whether he can win it and beat Coach K will be the thing, but
Yeah, can't win.
somebody's been there like 6 months. I can't win.
Smooth travels to Stanford. Stanford 14.5-point underdogs. Welch, here he goes with the underdogs again. He's taking Stanford plus 14.5.
God, keep picking these terrible games.
The trees.
I'm going with SMU. They're going to win by 21.
You pick
What?
against me. Yeah, I'm going Smooth too because Stanford's awful.
I have not watched either of these two teams play a football game in 3 years. So this could be tough.
Since the death penalty and watch Smooth.
They still got Craig James at running back, right?
Is the game going to be on TV?
CW.
Oh, man, I feel like this
Is it really? I feel like this is definitely a CW game.
I think I'm going to have to go buy a set of rabbit ears to watch this game. Going back in the house.
It's on the ACC network.
Oh,
Which is
Who's on the CW?
maybe this is
Washington State.
if they played this game tomorrow night on ESPN, I would watch it. Anything outside of that, I'm not watching it. Give me Smooth. Give me Smooth. I don't know. Why not?
Oh, these are the good ones. No one knows. We got 2 games left here. UCF travels to Iowa State. Iowa State 12.5-point favorites. Welch sticking with the underdogs. He's taking the Knights of Central Florida to cover.
I saw a lot of
6-0.
animosity on the
Because
X machine.
they've played Mother Mary and her 7 children.
They're
okay.
still 6-0, Coach.
There's a lot
They
of
beat.
upset people on the X machine that Iowa State jumped the Tigers in the AP poll. I did see that.
Coach, they beat West Virginia. They beat Baylor. They beat Houston. Beat Arkansas State. They beat the bye team. They beat Iowa. They're beating UCF. Gus Malzahn, he goes to 3-4. He gone. Iowa State cover.
Jesus.
The Gus bus.
I don't think that Iowa State is that good. I think the Big 12 is that bad too. However, the UCF is horrible. And when you have KJ Jefferson at quarterback, or if you bench him, it doesn't really matter. Coach, they were really bad when they benched him. Give me the Cyclones because UCF sucks. Gus Malzahn needs to find a new career because he can't do baseball. I mean, he can't do football anymore.
Maybe we can do baseball.
I'm going.
He
I'm
could
going.
try.
I'm going with Sammy. I think Malzahn gets the axe. He'll be coaching high school football next year in Arkansas or somewhere. He might be head coach at Hoover.
Got have 3 wives.
What was it? What's that guy's? What was the guy's name that got
Russ
fired?
Probst.
Russ
Russ
Has 3
Probst.
wives.
Yeah.
A Mormon. You might go coach it.
He was
Who is the Mormon guy you always refer to, Austin?
Mitt Romney. The difference is Mitt Romney was actually in like I don't know what those states are out west where that's a little more accepted.
It's
I
not
guess
frowned upon, like in Alabama.
well, it's just when you're the head football coach of like an 8A high school in Alabama, it's frowned upon to have multiple families. They just
That they don't know about each other. Also,
they don't really care for that. So yeah, at least most of they try to they tell people like this is what we are, not him. But yeah,
Or
that's
who we
where
thought we
Malzahn's
are.
going to be next year. So yeah, give me the Cyclones. Matt Campbell got the boys hot.
look at that Ben Bill like back in the 1990s.
Yes,
Last game, fun game. Auburn travels to Missouri. Missouri 7.5-point favorites. Welch is rolling with the Tigers here to cover.
Which time?
they're both Tigers.
Oh crap, Missouri.
You know, I read an article today. Auburn fans are they're trying to find a way to buy out threes for $45 million. Where do I sign?
Him and Rush Probst are going to have a reality TV show together. Was that show called Wife Swap? That'd be them.
Coach Swap. I think Missouri bounces back because Auburn's terrible. So he gonna stick the nail in the coffin over there for Hugh Freeze, and he gonna go on back to Liberty and try to get a little bit of that money up there.
I'm debating. I can't do it. Give me Missouri. I'm trying to stay away from Sammy's picks, but I just can't.
I don't
Can't pick with the heart. Got to pick with the brain.
Too good.
I don't think Auburn can afford to pay him a buyout. I think Auburn's still paying Gus Malzahn.
They're paying a lot of people.
And they're paying the other guy too that came from Boise State. He had multiple wives too. It must be a thing here. Wasn't it Harsin?
Yeah, they're recruiting
cheerleader. Yeah, he was dating a cheerleader or something, wasn't he? I mean, or his secretary, something. Yeah, it's something in the water down there in Alabama, I guess. Give me Missouri.
I'm glad we ended with that.
So if you want multiple wives, don't go to Utah. Go to
Alabama.
Arkansas, Alabama, somewhere in there. Yeah, wherever
All
they
the
are.
same.
It's all the same spot down there. They're all shaped like a square too. It's okay.
I think it's a rectangle. It's okay.
Square, rectangle.
4 sides, they're all parallel. Who cares?
Okay.
I also I want the record to reflect now that this is probably like a 8-show streak that Mitt Romney has been brought up. It's like
no, we missed one because you weren't on.
He's like
we still brought him up.
Every time y'all invite me, Mitt Romney gets brought up.
We still brought up Mitt Romney. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the Washington State flag at game day. Mitt Romney's coming out on the podcast.
Maybe Mitt Romney needs to be our background. Be your background.
Maybe we could get Mitt Romney to come do social media for us.
Maybe Mitt can be the guest picker.
Now
we'd have to pick a BYU game then.
You better get him in there.
That's fine. Maybe we can get him in this presidential debate. This next one. No, ain't happening.
We're not going there. We're leaving this one alone. I'm not touching.
We're not. We're
No,
not touching that.
you're trying to get me in trouble.
Your head kind of sounded like you were ready to go for that one.
It was something. It was about to go south, and I stopped.
Okay, we'll save that for Sunday, in between game 1 and 2.
I'm a mature adult, and I'm gonna act like it.
Are you really?
No,
Depends on the day of the week.
Well, boys,
depends on that 10.
that's all I've got for this week. Do you have anything to add here, Peanut Gallery?
No, hey,
I do. For sure.
Austin's got a lot, but let's follow the social media train that's coming this weekend. Got some superstars about to be flying out there.
Stay hot, stay active on the Twitter page, and get them subscriptions. That way, when you all that content starts flying out off of this event we're having this weekend, you got to be prepared.
I want to throw one more plug in on the social media that we just threw out there. Check out, if you haven't seen it already, go check out the stuff we put out there on Florence Darlington Tech when we did the scout day with them last week. Talk about some dudes and talking about some stuff. And for you guys, don't take this the wrong way, but for you guys that think junior college might be above some of you guys, go look at some of those dudes that were rolling out there. I mean, we had, I don't know how many 90-plus mile-an-hour arms, 93, 94, 94-plus mile-an-hour arms with plus breaking balls. We had a Power 5 head coach in attendance there to watch a certain left-handed arm that was throwing. We had tons of 100-plus mile-an-hour exit velos, up to 100, multiple 105, up to 109 mile-an-hour exit velos, 6'6", 6'5", 6'4" runners. So go check that stuff out. We put a ton of stuff out there. We still got more stuff coming out there. So Flodar, Coach Preston McDonald and his staff got another very talented roster down there at Flodar. So look for those guys to wreck shop on Region 10 again like they always do and make another deep run and hopefully find themselves back out in Grand Junction. But that was that's always one of my favorite ones. I know you boys can't ever get down there. It's a little bit too far of a trip for you guys middle of the day during the week when you guys are trying to teach the youth of America.
On a Wednesday at brunch time, that's most of us work.
Well, I was working. Sean, not so much. But go check that stuff out. We got a few more stuff coming out. We had a little bit of glitch on a little bit of the TrackMan video, so I got to dig up some other stuff for some hitters to get out there. But big time stuff and talent from those guys. So P-Mac and Coach P-Mac and those guys, like I said, uber talented roster with some big time tools. So
you leave your best workers at home, stuff like that happens.
It's called the sun. Sean right off the bat. If Sean's even listening, right off the bat, first guy throws. He tagged him when they're wrong.
His point of Blake. He wanted you to feel like Blake was there.
He did. He wanted me to feel like it back home.
He's been testing out that right leg too much. He ain't been paying attention to them TrackMan videos.
Trying to make that kick in squat.
He's trying to make that kick. He's trying to get McAfee's money. Next time game day comes to when game day goes, when Vandy and Carolina's playing each other, and game day goes to Vandy in a couple weeks, Sean's gonna win that money. I believe in him.
Oh,
he's gonna be the guy that goes running up and the shoe goes flying off into the stands, probably. But it's okay.
Ball
He'll probably
and misses the ball.
Yeah, he'll miss the ball. He'll probably only have on a pair of Hey Dudes and some shorts that are too short, and they'll just go flying.
That's true.
Wrong outfit, sorry.
Anyway, let's wrap this sucker up. These two dum-dums over here. So that's going to do us for episode 95 of the Palmetto Dugout Show. From all of us here at Prep Baseball South Carolina, we hope you have a great week.